Good morning, dear students. This is Shafi from Don Bosco PU College, Chitradurga. Welcome back to the maths class. In our previous class, we have derived the derivation of the distance between 2 points in three-dimensional space. Now we will continue the class. Here we will have the question verify 0, 7, minus 10, 1, 6, minus 6 and 4, 9, minus 6 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. We have to verify that these 3 points are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Before that, you just recall the definition of isosceles triangle. About the isosceles triangle, I already told you in the previous class. In the straight lines itself, I already told you. Isosceles triangle is what? The length of the two sides are equal. The length of the two sides are equal. Then we can say that triangle is an isosceles triangle. First write down the given vertices. Let A equals to 0, 7, minus 10. B equals to 1, 6, minus 6. C equals to 4, 9, minus 6. You just imagine a isosceles triangle. How it will be? A, B, C. We have to verify that any two sides of a triangle is equal. Then we can say that the given vertices are the isosceles triangle. You just find out the distance of AB. Find out the distance of AB. How to find the distance of AB? x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. AB 1 minus 0 whole square plus 6 minus 7 whole square plus minus 6 minus of minus 10. Minus 6 minus of minus 10 whole square. Minus 6 minus of minus 10 whole square, that is equals to square root of 1 minus 0 is 1, 1 square is 1 plus 6 minus 7 minus 1 whole square is plus 1 plus minus 6 plus 10 is 4, 4 square is 16, that is equals to 18, root 18. Next, find out the distance of BC. Find out the distance of BC. BC equals to square root of 4 minus 1 whole square, 4 minus 1 whole square plus 9 minus 6 whole square plus minus 6 minus of minus 6 minus of minus 6 whole square equals to square root of 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 square is 9 plus 9 minus 6 is 3, 3 square is 9 plus minus 6 minus of minus 6 is 0 equals to root 18. Yes. The length of two sides AB and BC are equal. The length of AB side and BC side are equal. Therefore, the given vertices are the isosceles triangle. If you want to find out the distance of CA, you can find out. CA equals to square root of 4 minus 0 whole square plus 9 minus 7 whole square plus minus 6 minus of minus 10 whole square, that is equals to 4 minus 0 is 4 square is 16 plus 9 minus 7 is 2, 2 square is 4 plus 10 minus 6 is 4, 4 square is 16, that is equals to 32 plus 4, 36, 36 equals to 6. Therefore, AB equals to BC, which is not equals to CA. AB length and BC length are equal, CA is not equal. Therefore, the given vertices are an isosceles triangle. The given points are the vertices of an are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Hence, it is the solution for this question. Similarly, we will have one more question based on this. Let us just solve. We have one more question. 0, 7, 10, minus 1, 6, plus 6 and minus 4, 9, 6 are the vertices of a right angled triangle. Let us verify. Right angled triangle is what? AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. I mean, let us verify by using the Pythagoras theorem. A triangle satisfies the Pythagoras theorem. Then we can say that the given vertices are the right angle triangle A, B, C. Okay, let us verify. Solution. Let the point A 0, 7, 10, the point B minus 1, 6, 6, and the point C is minus 4, 9 and 6. Find out the distance of AB. AB distance. Find out AB distance equals to square root of minus 1 minus 0, minus 1 minus 0 whole square, plus 6 minus 7 whole square, plus 6 minus 10 whole square, that is equals to square root of minus 1 minus 0 minus 1 whole square is 1, plus again it is 1, 6 minus 10 is 4, minus 4 whole square is 16, that is equals to root 18. The length of AB is root 18. Similarly, find out BC. BC equals to square root of BC minus 4 minus of minus 1 whole square, plus 9 minus 6 whole square, plus 6 minus 6 whole square, that is equals to square root of minus 4 minus 1 whole square. So minus 4 minus of minus 1, minus 3 whole square is 9, plus again it is 9, plus 0, that is equals to root 18. Next, to find out AC. AC equals to square root of AC minus 4 minus 0 whole square, plus 9 minus 7 whole square, plus 6 minus 10 whole square, that is equals to square root of minus 4 minus 0 is 16, plus 4, plus again it is 16, that is equals to 16 plus 4 is 20, 20 plus 16 is root 36, that is equals to 6. So this has to satisfy the Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is what? AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. So AC square, AC is what? 6 square equals to AB is how much? Root 18 whole square, plus BC is how much? Root 18 whole square. Root and square root will get cancelled. 6 square is 36 equals to 18 plus 18 is also 36. 36 equals to 36. Yes, it is satisfying. Therefore, the given points, write the conclusion. Therefore, the given points are the vertices of a right angled triangle. Right angled triangle. Hence, it is the solution for this question. Next, we will have the same question. Minus 1, 2, 1, 1 minus 2 plus 5 and 4 minus 7, 8, 2 minus 3, 4 are the vertices of a right angle triangle. we have to verify. So this question will be homework for you. I will just give you the hint for this question. First, find out the length of AB. First, find out the length of AB. Next, find out the length of BC. Find out the length of CD. Find out the length of DA. And also verify that is AB equals to CD and BC equals to DA. If it satisfies, therefore we can say that the given points are the right angled triangle. Given points are the vertices of a parallelogram. First find out AB, it is A, B, C and D. Find out the length of AB, find out the length of CE, BC, we will get some value. Find out the length of CD, we will get some value. Similarly, find out the length of DA. You just verify these conditions. AB equals to CD and BC equals to DA. If it satisfies these two conditions, then we can say that the given points are the vertices of a parallelogram. Otherwise, the given points are not the vertices of a parallelogram. So it is the concept of the problems which belongs to the previous derivation, that the distance between 2 points. Now we will move on to the next derivation, which is the very important for 5 marks. It is the section formula for internal case. This derivation is very important for 5 marks. There will be a chance of there will be a possibility of getting 5 marks in this question. Section formula is very, very important for your point of examination. Kindly do not ignore. See the statement: the coordinates of a point which divides the line segment joining P x1 y1 z1 and Q x2 y2 z2 in the ratio m:n internally is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n, mz2 plus nz1 by m plus n. Hence, we have to prove. Very important one. Listen carefully. Let us consider 3-dimensional space. Let us consider 3-dimensional space. X, Y, and it is Z. In the statement itself, given that P of x1, y1, z1 and Q x2, y2, z2 be any points on the space. It is the point P and it is the point Q. Be any 2 points in the space. Next, let the point R, let us consider this point is R. Let the point R x, y, z, these coordinates are x, y, z. It is x1, y1, z1, it is x2, y2, z2 and it is x, y, z. Be a point on the line. It is a line on the line PQ, which divides in the ratio m:n, which divides the ratio into m:n internally. Then draw the perpendiculars from P Q and R. P, Q and R. Draw the perpendiculars from P, Q, R, which meets at M, N and S, which meets at the points M, N and S in the XY plane. See, these points are in the XY plane. Next, so it is the diagram for this derivation. Let us write down the explanation. Let P and Q be any 2 points in the space. Let P x1, y1, z1 and Q x2, y2, z2 be any 2 points. Be any 2 points in the space. Next, this point R divides the line PQ in the ratio m:n. Let the point R xyz be a point on the line PQ, which divides in the ratio m:n internally. Next, draw the perpendiculars from P, Q and R. Next, draw the perpendiculars from P, Q and R on xy plane. See, M, N, S are in the xy plane. On the xy plane to meet at M, N and S respectively. So it is the explanation. Next, now you just to see the length of PM is what? The length of PM. The length of PM, it is parallel to the z-axis. This line is parallel to the z-axis. The coordinates of P is what? x1, y1, z1. x1, y1, z1. The coordinates of P is x1, y1, z1, which is parallel to the z-axis. Then the distance of PM is z1. Similarly, the distance of Qn is z2. The coordinates of Q is x2, y2, z2. Since it is parallel to z-axis, therefore it is z2. Next, the distance of RS is z. z1, z2, z. The distance of RS is z. Now, therefore, PM equals to z1. PM equals to z1. RS is z. RS is z. Next, Qn is z2. Qn is z2. Next, observe the figure once again. Draw a perpendicular. Draw the line which is perpendicular to RS. This point we will consider V. Next, similarly, draw a perpendicular which is perpendicular to Qn. We will take it as U. This point is V. This point is U. This point is R. See, this point is P. This point is R. This point is Q. This point is V. This point is U. It is U. Understand? Now, from the figure, you can observe that in this figure triangle PVR and triangle RUQ both are similar triangles, right? Triangle PVR and RQU, these two are the similar triangles. From the figure, triangle PVR, see PVR and the triangle RUQ are the similar triangles, Now see the hypotenuse PR divided by RQ. PR by RQ, PR divided by RQ equals to PR divided by RQ equals to RV divided by QU. Once again, PR divided by QR or RQ equals to RV divided by QU. Now, so PR is what? PR is M, RQ is N. That is what? M divided by N equals to RV. So RV, this distance we want. RV is what? R S minus VS. See, it is the point R. Kindly do not confuse. This point is R, this point is S. RV is what? RS minus VS. RS minus VS. Similarly, QU. We need QU. Then QN minus UN. QN minus UN. QN minus UN. Okay, now, so M divided by N equals to RS. RS is Z minus VS. VS is what? So VS is what? Since from the figure VS is also equals to Z1. VS is also equals to PM. Therefore, that coordinate will be Z1 divided by QN. So QN is Z2 minus UN. So UN is also equals to RS. Therefore, that coordinate will be Z. Z minus Z1 by Z2 minus Z. You just observe the figure. Now, take the cross multiplication. Find out Z. Take the cross multiplication of it. M into Z2 minus Z equals to N into Z minus Z1. Now, multiply it, simplify it. So MZ2 minus MZ equals to, again, N into Z, NZ minus NZ1. Now, we want Z, so that send this minus MZ to the right, NZ1 to the left. MZ2 plus NZ1 equals to NZ plus MZ. So MZ2 plus NZ1 equals to Z, you can take it outside, then M plus N. So now, after the simplification, we want Z. So Z equals to MZ2 plus NZ1 divided by M plus N. Therefore, we found the coordinates of Z, MZ2 plus NZ1 by M plus N. Then what about X coordinate and Y coordinate? Those things we will do. We will write simply it as similarly. X coordinate we will get mx2 plus n x1 by m plus n. Y coordinate will be my2 plus n y1 by m plus n, like that. So similarly by drawing the perpendiculars to the zx plane and yz plane, we will get the x coordinate and y coordinate. Y coordinate will be my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. X coordinate will be mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. Therefore, the coordinates of R will be mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, my2 plus my1 ny1 divided by m plus n, mz2 plus nz1 divided by m plus n. Hence, it is the derivation, which is the case internal case. This derivation is important for your point of examination. 100% there will be a chance of getting 5 marks in this chapter. You kindly make sure practice at your home 5 or 6 times in a white sheet of paper. 100% you will get. So based on this derivation, we will have some note points. Let us discuss. So it is the case, we have proved that internal case. What about the external case? External case will found by putting n equals to minus n. If R divides externally in the ratio m is to n, then you just put n equals to minus n, then we will get external case. R equals to, in place of n, put minus n. So mx2 minus nx1 divided by m plus n, my2 minus ny1 divided by m minus n. It is not plus n, it is m minus n. Next, mz2 minus nz1 divided by m minus n. Hence, it is the formula to find the coordinates of R which divides externally in the ratio m is to n. It is the case internal case. It is internal case. It is external case. It is external case. Next, what is the formula for finding the coordinates of midpoints of AB? In 2-dimensional, we know that x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So what about in 3-dimensional? The coordinates of a midpoint of line segment, the coordinates of a midpoint of a line segment joining A x1 y1 z1 and B x2 y2 z2 is C equals to, C is the midpoint of AB. See, we have the line AB. We need to find the coordinates of C, which is a midpoint. What is the formula to find the midpoint? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. In 3-dimensional plane, we will get z also. So x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, and z1 plus z2 by 2. So it is the formula to find the midpoint of AB in 3-dimensional. What about the centroid? What about the centroid of a triangle AB and C? if A x1 y1 z1, B x2 y2 z2, C x3 y3 z3 are the vertices of a triangle ABC, then its centroid is what? Then its centroid is, see, we will have a triangle ABC, ABC. We need to find the centroid of this triangle. Centroid. This one we need. Centroid is denoted by the capital letter G. Centroid of a triangle is G equals to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3, z1 plus z2 plus z3 divided by 3. Hence, it is the formula to find the centroid of a triangle ABC. Hence, these are the note points. Okay, dear students, I think everyone has understood well. It is the class for today. In the next class, we will continue with the problems. Kindly make sure practice the section formula proof at your home 3 or 4 times. You will be perfect. Kindly do not ignore that derivation. 100% there will be a chance of asking in the annual examination. Thank you.